You can call me Mystic Mike because I predict these things.
Tagir Ulanbekov takes on Clayton Carpenter to open up the night for UFC 311 this Saturday. I believe this is going to be the first fight of the night, opening up the prelims. Great choice to start the card out with these two exciting flyweights. These guys are going to be kind of flying around in the octagon. I feel like they're both very exciting, very skilled. Tagir Ulanbekov out of Dagestan. So you know that he's, those guys are born with a wrestling singlet on, so you know he's going to have great wrestling. He does have great wrestling, very good striking. Clayton Carpenter, young up-and-comer, 8-0, 28 years old. Had a great performance in his last showing against Lucas Rocha, who I'm very high on. He was 17-1 at the time. Great fighter out of Brazil, only 24 years old as well. But Clayton Carpenter got his takedowns, opened up a really bad cut on Rocha on his eye, where they were talking about potentially stopping it, or at least the commentary team was. It was pretty bad. Ended up getting the rear naked choke against the guy. Just a very good overall showing, throwing really hard kicks, very good takedowns, power on the feet. I think he's a Golden Gloves boxer is what they were saying. So very well rounded. I think he's got a very bright future in the UFC. Like I said, only 28, training out of the MMA lab. The flyweight division needs some good up and comers. They're kind of stalemated at the top. It seems like everybody fighting each other 3 times in a row. But Tagir Ulanbekov, last fight over Cody Durden, very susceptible to leg kicks. Clayton Carpenter's got really good calf kicks, so I'm concerned about that. Tagir Ulanbekov, long dude for the division. I think he's like 5'7", 70-inch reach. So not terribly long, but he's very big, but he's got kind of skinny legs. He doesn't check kicks very well, so I feel like that's kind of a concern of mine. But I just think Tagir Ulanbekov, I think he's got the experience. I think he's more dangerous. And that's saying something, because Clayton Carpenter is very dangerous. But Tagir Ulanbekov, he's got very good wrestling to kind of counter Clayton shooting. And I feel like he's got very good chokes, scramble ability, and no slouch on the feet. And the more I watched these guys fight, I thought it was very, very even. The odds have Ulanbekov at -325. I think that's kind of crazy. If I were to pick, I have picked some dogs, but I feel like on this card, but I feel like Carpenter is a good dog in this, because everywhere that Ulanbekov is good at, Clayton Carpenter's very good at as well. But I just feel like Ulanbekov, he's got the experience in the UFC. He's been there since 2020, fighting really good guys like Bruno Silva. He beat him, who I'm pretty high on. Alan Nascimento was just throwing up submission after submission against Tagir Ulanbekov, and he was able to stay out of danger, land his punches, and get a decision over him. Split decision, but still good performance. Choked out Nate Maness, who's pretty good, underrated. He's like 16-3, only lost to really good guys, and then chokes out Cody Durden. So I just think Tagir Ulanbekov, at this point in his career, he's 33, he's in his prime. It's just hard to bet against somebody like him. He's just very tenacious, not a lot of holes in his game. And I just have to go with the guy who's been in the UFC, who's very well-rounded, who's from Dagestan. I just think he's going to be a little bit better than Clayton Carpenter everywhere. Got a very good chin. I think he'll be able to win the grappling exchanges. I feel like the striking maybe might lean towards Clayton Carpenter. He's just got a lot of power. He's got crispy hands. He throws really good kicks, but I feel like Tagir is going to be able to mix it up very well. Push a really high pace and win the grappling exchanges when needed to get a win in this one. So I could see him subbing Clayton Carpenter. So if he shoots in and is lazy, I could see Tagir getting he's got a really nasty guillotine, and transitions his chokes on the ground really well. So I could see Tagir winning this by submission, if not winning by decision. Let me know what you guys think. Again, very exciting fight. Looking forward to it to start the night out. So thanks, guys.